We are now live.
Hey everybody, it's me, PI Real. Come to you live right now. My good buddy here, Code Man. Going.
Hello, this is Code Man with a terrible mic that I'm too cheap to afford a newer mic, so if this blows up,
Yeah,
I'll pay for a better mic. But right now, I'm just using my headset mic. So
yeah.
sorry.
You're gonna save. Yeah, he's gonna save his funds. Don't worry.
Don't worry. This will blow up soon. Promise you. I have to
Let's
start from
hope.
the bottom.
But we'll try to entertain you guys as much as possible. So don't worry about much. So
Yeah, but Sam, we are now starting a podcast. What is our podcast going to be about? What are we gonna be talking about? Why do people tune into our podcast? Huh? What's going on?
well, I think we're gonna, talk about some things that are going on in the entertainment world, from anything from like movies, TV, anything that's, just, that's big within the field of business of like, all the things that are just like entertainment in general. But I think, we can kind of talk about even some parts, maybe games, but maybe that might be something later down the road since this is like our beginning of the film podcast right here, our film dimension podcast right here.
Yes,
So,
we explore the film dimensions,
yep.
but we're starting this in the middle of summer of 2026, and so far, have you been impressed so far this year with movies and shows that have come out so far this year?
Uh, yeah, no, not much really. I mean,
Yeah.
there's really hasn't been much like movies I've been really hyped for at all. Really, I'm kind of more, there really hasn't been too many. Most of them have just been like either just okay or just like have not been as exciting for me. Like from stuff like obviously Supergirl that came out and from other ones, but we've had a couple hit movies, which I'm sure everybody's heard about, like obviously Obsession and Backrooms, like two films made by very young, but confident, like young YouTubers, that exploded at the box office with good high concept stories, but on minuscule small budgets. And I feel like that's what we need more in Hollywood nowadays. I feel like something like more with that kind of originality. And yes, it can be a little jarring considering that it's like from like a lot of creepypasta and kind of YouTube like concepts that people create online, but we just need something that just can excite people more instead of I feel like trying to go more driven towards like IPs and long running franchises that have gone on for too long, like for instance
Yeah.
Star Wars or whatnot. So
Yeah, I agree. We have really like the summer blockbuster has been a complete failure to say the least. And so far this year, there has not really been any impressive movies that have come out. Like you said, the indie films are kicking off, or they're just kicking Hollywood's ass right now. You have
oh
a
yeah, for sure,
movie
for
that
sure,
is
yeah,
made for less than 1 million, and it's making more money than the new Star Wars film. Like,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on with that? And
yeah,
it's just these franchise movies, they are getting too comfortable. They're getting too comfortable thinking that if they just make the same bare bones stuff that they will keep getting away with it and people keep paying for their movies and keep going. And so far I think people are starting to figure out that people don't want that. They want something that's actually like well made and original and something that people want to keep watching. Like where you said Obsession, you don't have to make a movie so expensive. It doesn't. I don't know where the budget is going for most of these like high end movies, but they need to
yeah. I
figure
mean,
out
it's
the budget situation because if you're making a movie that's less than 1 million and it's making more money than an entire franchise film, we have a serious problem on our hands. And I wish Hollywood
yeah,
would get their head out of their ass.
yeah. I think it comes down to like another instance of just like the writing for a lot of these movies has just sucked. It's like you need to have like confident writers that know what they're doing and able to tell a story and just not have to be very, like just all over the place with it or just, you make it compelling. You need to make it compelling and have good characters and that we actually care for and stuff instead of characters that just have to be brats or anything else. Like, I mean, I feel like we're in a turning point right now where it's like I feel like we might be heading back to like what happened with Hollywood maybe in the 70s, like where you had like, you know, it was like after the 60s happened where you had Hollywood making a lot of these historical big epic movies that cost millions of dollars even at the time to make. Some of them would do well, but others would just flop hard. And it's just like, and people were kind of getting tired of that type of stuff. And when the 70s came along with films that costed maybe like 15, $20 million to make, with films like, say, like, I can't remember how much The Godfather was made, but like it was probably made on like, I think a 20 million, $30 million budget. I can't remember. But like, it didn't cost that much, but yet it had a great story, great actors, and great performances all around. It's just like, and it became a classic. I mean, and then you started having multiple other movies that came out during that decade, which were on those kind of medium to small budgets that proved big at the box office, from like Taxi Driver to every other like movie that came out before. It's just like, well, not before, but afterwards. But I think it's just we need to get back to that sort of a motif. I feel like, like I feel like, but I think it's kind of going back to that where it is nowadays, like especially in like modern filmmaking right now, because I feel like indie's starting to get another spring of life back into it.
I agree, and I mean, you look at something like Shawshank Redemption, which is my favorite film of all time. That actually flopped at the box office, and it only made its money back when it went straight to
Yep.
video or the DVD sales, and that's how it kind of blew up. And now it's like one of the most beloved films of all time. It's actually one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies of all time.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, yeah, through DVD sales, also being played on cable television at the time, that just elevated that movie. Because I mean, at the time, yeah, like movies, people didn't care about it as much. But I feel like when it started premiering, it was almost on the same lines as It's a Wonderful Life. It's a movie that people didn't care for when it came out, but like and flopped at the box office. And but it wasn't until it was shown on TV, like cable TV or just TV in general, and even later on, with DVD rentals or VHS rentals at the time, that it just started growing in popularity, and now it's just regarded as this beloved classic that we all know nowadays. And it's truly mesmerizing. But I
Yeah,
mean, we're gonna
it's
have the
definitely one of my favorites as well.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's one of my favorite films from the '90s too. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's all time classic. I mean, I could rewatch that movie like over and over again and not get tired of it.
Yeah, and speaking of big epics with a big budget behind it, we have Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey
Yeah.
about to drop in theaters in like what, a week from
Ooh.
now,
Yep.
and
Well, actually, no,
I
no, it
think
is this week. Yeah, yeah.
let's see, it's today's Tuesday. It drops like early screenings start Thursday, right? So 2 days from now.
I know people have already started watching early reactions to it right now. It's like I know some people have already seen some of like the early reactions to it. Like I think in a couple of theaters, but that's like I think for the only way that you can see his Nolan's movie on the actual premium IMAX screen that you need to go see it in. Which I'm just like, if I think if I saw like there was only like 30 or 40 screens around the country that could be shown for what Nolan's film could actually be seen, like in how he filmed it with those IMAX cameras compared to other theaters, and it just makes me feel like, golly, then make more freaking IMAX screens if you're gonna fucking like get more people into wanting to watch the format that he filmed in for this movie. Like if he made this movie like on an epic big scale.
Yeah, and also, what are your opinions on IMAX? Because whenever you look at the comparison between IMAX versus just regular standard like screenings, like it to me it just looks like a fancier 2 by 1 like ratio, and like you see more of the parts, like how, for
Yeah.
audience don't know, like when you watch a movie screen you have like the regular rectangular shape, but
Mm.
IMAX cameras, they kind of get rid of the black bars on the top and bottom, and you see more of like head level and maybe a little bit more on the sides. So that's what IMAX kind of accomplishes, which it does look incredible. But
Yeah, for
I
sure.
know I
But
know people's opinions on IMAXs are it's too expensive to watch them, and my opinion is I think if a movie is very spectacularly shot and the cinematography backs it up, then I don't mind seeing IMAX. But
Yeah,
as
me
far as the
neither. Yeah.
Odyssey, as far as I know, the entire movie is shot on IMAX screens. So,
Yeah.
or with IMAX
So
cameras, and so
yeah, because yeah,
we're
because
gonna
I
have to
feel like
see what it looks like on IMAX
right. Yeah.
screens. And I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see when it drops. For everyone else, but yeah, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I mean, my thoughts on it is just like, I feel like it kind of just, I don't know, like maybe I feel like it maybe just reduces the quality just a little bit. But yeah, it's just like, because when you watch something like this, like, or just any of Nolan's previous works on a regular standard screen and stuff, and I mean, I mean, like his first movie, I think that he filmed in IMAX was The Dark Knight. That was the first one he started using like IMAX cameras. But I feel like as he experimented on it and tried doing it more, I feel like most theaters still didn't accompany or wanted to make more screens for IMAX just to be able to like be able to see what he wanted to envision and able to capture like what he did with the camera and everything. But I'm just like I just wish like theaters would just have more like urgency to actually have more IMAX screens and stuff just for people to experience this kind of movie, instead of just like instead of just regular standard, how it is right now, because I feel like when you're watching it in standard, because for example, like I watched the first part of Dune. I wanted the
Hmm.
first part of Dune when that came out. I watched that. I couldn't see in IMAX because I think it was sold out. I think 2 weeks gone by, I think they stopped showing it in IMAX, and I was like, "Fuck." So I went to, but I had known what the IMAX looked like and everything. So I went to go see it standard with and I think like it just I don't know, it just had a better impact on me. Like, I mean, it felt all right when I watched it, with the first part, with standard screen. But then when part two of Dune came out, saw that in the theater,
It is
I
just a
was like,
much
shit,
different
shit.
experience.
Oh, it's a much fucking different experience. It's just like you are just feel so immersed in that world, that just, epic scale cinematography that's like shown on there. It just it just is able to like capture what I don't think standard screens can show really much about the visual or visceral experience through that goes throughout the movie. So I just feel like theaters. I wish theaters could do more. Like the popular chain theaters could do more and just like expanding more IMAX screens to the mass audience, just for them to go see how some of these filmmakers intended when if they're going to film a movie in IMAX, instead of just having to minimize audience. Instead of having to minimize people from going to go see like the movie just in standard frame.
Yeah, and part three drops this year still, by the end of this year. We still have a few more blockbusters coming up. We still have the Avengers Doomsday coming up. We
Oh
have yet
boy,
to get a
yeah.
trailer for that, so we still don't know if
Uh,
that's ever gonna look good. We don't know
well,
shit about Doctor Doom, so
well, I mean, apparently some of the leaks. I'm sure people have seen it. Like there have been leaks that have been brought out. I think from I think it was at CinemaCon that you can look up. I mean, it's on YouTube and stuff. But there is literally like leaks and parts of it of the trailer that they showed at CinemaCon apparently, and it
oof.
looks okay. I'm just like, I just feel like I'm just still wondering like what's the point? I mean, I get it. Like
Oh
Doctor
no.
Doom, he's the biggest one of the biggest Marvel villains. But I don't know. It just
It's
feels
not just one of the best. He is like S tier level, like
oh yeah,
he is
oh yeah,
like
villain.
the villain of Marvel, and
Oh yeah.
this is
I mean,
something
but
they cannot afford to
I'm just
mess up.
like I mean I'm yeah like not afford to mess up. I did. I'm sorry if I said top best. I'm saying like I'm trying to kind of put him like right next to like because if you thought of the big villains in
Oh,
terms of
he's
the
much
Marvel
bigger than
superheroes,
Thanos. Like
yeah,
on
like
the grand
yeah,
scheme
he's
of
much
things, he is
yeah, the grand scheme of things, yeah, like I'm thinking like yeah, him, Thanos, and then Galactus, as like the big baddies, that the guys that freaking are able to like, just be able to like stop like their, like the Avengers or even the other superheroes have to stop, from causing cataclysmic event from what they're gonna do. But Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel because I mean, yeah, I love Doctor Doom. He's one of my favorite villains from Marvel for sure. I mean, and I'm like, I feel like there's just doesn't look like he's much to do. And plus, I'm going to say it out loud, and here's the thing: I still do not like the casting of RDJ as Doctor Doom. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. It's
it
just
is very nostalgia
it's
bait.
just like it's just it really yeah, it really is. I'm sorry. It's just the fact that they brought him back. I mean, it just feels like it's just a cash grab. I mean, obviously RDJ just I
Oh,
feel like
it's
came
not
back just
just
for the cash
him.
grab.
They bring back Steve Rogers. They bring back Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, but they're only
Yeah.
going to call him Steve Rogers. They're not going to call him Captain America
Yeah.
because
Yep.
they
Uh,
gave it to Sam, which he didn't
yep.
deserve as all because his movie
Yep.
flopped super hard. No one
Oh, yep.
cares.
Yep. Oh
Nobody
yeah. Oh
wanted
yeah.
him
Brave
to be
New.
Captain America. It should have been
Everybody.
Bucky
It
or
should have been
anything.
Bucky. Yes.
Even better, it should have been Wyatt Russell. That's all I'm saying.
He had a mechanical arm. He could have been the next mechanical Captain America. That would have been the best.
Yeah. They have Chris Hemsworth back as Thor. Um, hopefully they don't like make him a goofball. I think Chris
I
Hemsworth
I
has
don't
voiced his opinion
from
on that. That
yeah, I think
he really wants it to be a
mhm,
serious Thor. He won't come back as
yeah.
Thor unless it's a serious Thor.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I mean from the trailer and the teaser that we've seen so far, or I mean the leak trailer that I've seen so far, yeah, it looks like he's going back to that serious Thor, which I'm happy for just for that for a little bit. I mean, like and I've been thinking about this, and I'm sure a lot of people can. I mean, the thing is, I think it's gonna be the movie that's gonna make or break Marvel. It's gonna make or break him. I feel like
because
because
right now Marvel's broken. Marvel
yeah,
is not in a good spot right now because let's be honest, man. I hate the argument that people say, "Oh, this is the best thing since Endgame," or "This is the best thing before this thing."
well, yeah, like from
I
stuff
hate
like
that argument.
from like stuff like Thunderbolts and all that. Yeah, I mean, there have been a slew
There's
of good
been
Marvel
a couple
movie,
of movies that have been good since I
but
want to
from
say
yeah,
Infinity War because Endgame, in my opinion, was not a good movie. I did not like Endgame.
yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
thought I thought, let's see here. Let me actually think. What Marvel movies have come out since Infinity War that I've liked?
I think I can name them all off if I can remember. I
I
think
okay. I
after
have two.
and
I just thought of them. See if you can come up with the two that I have in my head. I have two movies that I thought were actually decent. I don't think they were like
okay,
amazing
okay,
or anything, but I thought they were
all right, yeah,
decent enough.
okay, yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Like, do you think you can guess them?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think I can guess them. Like, okay. I think after Endgame was I think it was No Way Home, then Spider-Man No Way Home because I know that came way after Endgame. Then there was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi, Eternals, The Eternals. That was
yeah.
another one. And I think of the other one that came out after that. You had Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, Shit, I fucking know another one. Like I was in that bunch. I mean, then Thunderbolts. And oh yeah, and then oh gosh, Captain Marvel. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, the
Or no, no,
Marvels,
no, 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 no. Well, no, not Captain Marvel, but Miss the Marvels. I
the
think that was
Marvels.
called. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the Marvels, not Captain Marvel, because that came out before. I think a couple months before Endgame. But yeah, I think those are the ones that I can think of at the moment right now. Like I think that's about almost the majority of them that have come out since Endgame.
yeah. And
Almost.
out of
Oh
like
yeah, oh
what
no.
the
Oh yeah,
18 of
yeah.
those, I
Oh,
would
okay,
say,
yeah.
how many do you think I liked?
Yeah. I would say only like one.
Well, I had two that I had in my mind. The first one
Which
that I
two?
actually liked is not Spider-Man. A lot of people think Spider-Man was a good movie. That movie was not good, guys. I'm sorry, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It is
I
the
mean, I thought
two-thirds of that
it
movie
was.
is bad, and then the only thing that people remember about that movie is when the other two Spider-Man come back, and like the whole movie is just straight up nostalgia bait, like where they just bring back
Yeah,
things
I
that
can
worked in the
agree. Yeah.
past And
Yeah.
hey, like
I mean,
remember this
I
guy and like remember like this guy from a much better movie? Well, he's back in this
remember.
movie.
Remember Jamie Foxx as Electro. We're gonna bring
Yeah.
him back. We're gonna bring Alpha Molina back. We're gonna bring fucking Willem Dafoe back as Norman Osborn.
The only thing that I genuinely like bringing them back, the only thing that I liked about it was Andrew Garfield getting his like redemption, his little
Yeah,
redemption arc. I like that part. Other than that,
yeah.
there
It's
is no need to bring them back because all he does is help Tom Holland because God forbid, and the other two in all three of his movies, he has only needed help. He has not done anything on his own. He needed somebody else's help to fix a problem. And
yeah,
and him getting
yeah, for
his
sure.
Aunt May
Yeah,
killed is honestly fine because now he
yeah, yeah,
actually like can he's basically growing as a like a character now. So I thought
yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
fine.
Yeah.
Other than
Mhm.
that, I don't like anything about Tom Holland's Spider Man whatsoever. I don't like
Yeah.
Zendaya's MJ. I don't like I don't like the villains he's been facing. I just they're all
Yeah.
bad.
I mean,
Um,
it's kind of like this. I like the first one, the like Homecoming, but then like when it got to like No Way Home, it was just like, all right, it's enjoyable, but there's definitely things I had problems with. But I definitely need to definitely rewatch No Way Home. I'm thinking back on it more now, especially the set that we're talking about this now.
I
But yeah,
highly recommend you rewatch it. I guarantee you it's
yeah,
not as good as
because
you remember. Like two
yeah,
thirds of that
because
movie is not good.
yeah, because I mean, I saw that movie in the theaters with a packed crowd, and it was
It's
hype for
when
sure. I
I
mean, it was
watched it
like
in a crowd, it was great. It was
yeah,
fun
it
to
was.
watch, but it's
Especially when yeah, like Toby and Andrew showed up and everything. Everybody cheered for that. But
yeah. But when you
and all
watch it
and then
back, it's not that good.
yeah, it's almost like, oh, look at that. You see this guy. We're gonna oh, there's the other guy that you remember from like 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
you're just pointing your finger at the screen saying, "Remember that? Remember this?" Like
Yeah, play the
it's not
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
But
cue the fucking the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like, there
yeah,
it is.
oh yeah, and that all that aside, I am excited about the new Spider-Man movie. The trailer actually does look pretty good.
I'm gonna lay down something on you.
You
I
didn't
don't
you
know
don't
why,
like
but
it?
it looks mid to me. I don't know why.
Looks mid. Listen, hey man,
Yeah.
I have not
I
liked
don't
any of the Spider-Man movies like from Tom Holland, but maybe this might be the first one I like. We will see.
I don't know. It's just the I hate that I just said mid. I don't like using that sometimes. But new culture, right? But anyway, yeah, it looks just all right. I just don't I feel like adding the Hulk in there of all the characters within his mix just feels a little,
I feel like
I don't
adding
know,
Mark Ruffalo
overwhelming.
to anything is just a
Yeah, yeah.
bad badge
Well,
of
it's just
anything.
yeah, but it's just overwhelming. There's too many. I feel like remember what happened with Superman, the last Superman that just came out last year.
Oh
It
yeah.
I don't I don't want it to feel like there's too much shit going on. Just stick to one main story arc or main story within the movie. That's all you got to do because
See,
then you'll
my
have a
thing
good
is, I
entertaining
wish
movie.
he would forget about Zendaya MJ. That's I don't know
Yeah,
why they keep bringing her back. They need to. She's not even the real MJ. She's not Mary Jane. She's like what, like Michonne something or Michelle.
I
I don't fucking remember.
I'm not sure. Apparently,
She's not
like
the real
isn't
MJ. Let him find
yeah
his own MJ.
right. I mean, isn't what's her name? I mean, I could be wrong. I just been seeing this through rumors, but isn't what's her name who played Max from like Stranger Things supposed to be the real MJ in this new one?
I really don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
because I could be wrong. You guys, everybody can like let me know, but like I don't know if like if what's her name who played Max is supposed to be playing, what's her name from Max who was in Stranger Things is going to play Mary Jane in this type of movie in this fourth installment because this is supposed to be his last one apparently because then after that he just wants to like go on to more bigger roles like Tom Holland has said I think.
Yeah, and we shall see. I don't know. Judging from the trailer, I think I think the suit looks great. I think the suit looks
Oh yeah,
amazing.
I
I
mean hey
I
at
agree. I
least we're
think there's a
getting
lot going on, but and I'm sorry I cut you off, but
yeah
I'll let you finish here in a
oh
second.
no
I
No, you're good.
think
You're good.
they have a good variety of character, or they have a good variety of villains that I think he's gonna be going against. I do like that, and it looks like they're finally gonna have that payoff where Scorpion's coming back. So
Yeah, I'm kind of a little excited for that because I'm like, oh man, we're finally getting some more Scorpion, Scorpion showing in like more like Marvel stuff,
yeah,
especially oh yeah, I forgot. We got another Spider-Man movie that'll be coming out, but not this year. The next one to end the trilogy, Beyond the Spider-Verse. Yep.
we shall see. I think them ending it off
Yeah.
on a cliffhanger in the second movie is diabolical. I can't believe people are giving that shit a 5 star. I from the get go, people have been giving that like high raving reviews. To me, if you end a
Yeah,
movie on a cliffhanger like that, I'm sorry, it's not the greatest film
I
ever.
mean, it knew what it was doing. Like, I mean, especially for that like ending scene went on for like 5 minutes, and like everybody knew that this shit was gonna end on a fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah, but
But like,
that's the thing. I was ready to watch more. I was into it. I was on the edge of my seat. I was ready, and the movie just ends, and I'm just like, what? You're just gonna leave it off on that, huh? You're gonna make me
I
wait
mean,
like what four
I can
years
agree.
ago? That's when it came
Right?
out.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be 4 years come next year. Yep.
Phew,
Because
Lord.
I know it's hard to believe. Fuck, time flies by, man. But yeah, like I mean, like I definitely liked the first one better than the second one. Like Into
Oh
the
yeah,
Spider Verse more than the second one for sure.
for sure.
I mean,
And
like I said,
I
I
am
mean,
excited about the third one. We will
oh
see.
yeah, yeah, we will see. I mean, like I mean, apparently, I've been seeing news outlets saying that like that apparently, that beyond the first trailer will be out come uh next week. Apparently, it'll be during the San Diego Comic Con that they're apparently going to show it at, and they might release it online later that day.
Okay.
So we'll see how the trailer is going to look and all that. Because man, I just remember like when that movie ended, and then like it was going to be like, well, how long was this movie going to take to make? Like people were like fucking getting worried because that was going to take forever for them to do this last one because like they said that the movie might not have come out till maybe like 2028, 2029, apparently, you know?
Yeah.
So they were like, everybody was like worried because they had just fired a lot of it. They had laid off a lot of animators that worked on it, or that they had overworked a lot of the animators on this previous movie. And we didn't really get much of a confirmation, especially from Phil Lord and Tim Miller, uh, or
And it
no, not
takes a
Tim,
very long time for
Chris.
something like that.
Sorry. Let me correct that. Not Phil Lord and Tim Miller. Chris Miller. I get them so fucking confused.
Yeah.
Tim Miller was the guy that did the first Deadpool. But yeah, they didn't give a confirmation until finally, like I think last year, Phil Lord finally said, "Okay, we're gonna finally be releasing this in 2027." And I'm like, "Thank God, he finally said something, man." Because
Yeah.
everybody's been wondering how long is this fucking movie gonna take? Like
Yeah. But going back to my original thing, Spider-Man was not my favorite thing that's come out since The Thing. Uh the two movies that I liked that I thought were decent was Guardians 3 and wow, I'm blanking on the second one. That's how forgettable it is. Deadpool Wolverine.
yeah, Deadpool
Those were the
Wolverine. Yeah,
two that I actually liked.
I
Uh
think yeah, I'd say
that is also
those
James,
two.
or not Deadpool, but Guardians 3 is actually James Gunn's last good movie. I did not like Superman. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Yeah,
Didn't like it.
yeah, Superman was okay. I will say this, and I'll probably get heat for this. I kind of like it just a smidge, but not too much more than Man of Steel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just like.
Snyder Bros are going to go after you.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh no, they're gonna come after me. I'm sure they will.
Um, me
But the
personally,
thing.
I like Man of Steel a little bit more. And it's not because like I'm like a Snyder. I'm not like a Snyder bro or anything. I would
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead and
no,
just say
no,
that. I just
yeah, no,
think
no.
like the middle part of Man of Steel is bad, and I get it. The tornado scene's bad. We all seen it. Um, but I think it's the way the movie is set up. It has its heart in the right place. I think
It does.
Superman's character is who he's supposed to be. I think Henry Cavill's a perfect candidate for Superman, and I think what he does in that movie is you're doing what a hero should be doing. He is doing things because it's the right thing to do, and he is
Yeah.
it's awesome. He's beating ass. He's very authoritative. He does things what because not because he is being forced to do it. He's not doing it because he's obligated to do it. He's just doing things because it's the right thing to do, and he's trying to save the people of Earth. James Gunn's Superman does not do that. Superman acts like a bitch throughout that entire movie. He gets beaten the whole time. He has other people do things for him. He is having to constantly be saved. It's lame shit. It's not that good. I'm sorry. It's not a good
Yeah.
movie. It's just not.
I mean, yeah. I mean, from my eyes, it's just like I think the reason why I liked it just a tad bit more, but not too much for Man of Steel. It just, it's almost like you get like a decimal point above something. That's basically where I have that's where I have the new Superman movie over Man of Steel is just by a decimal point almost.
Well, it's just
It's
like
just it's
you have Lex and Superman crying. Like why? Like that's not
yeah. I
who they
mean,
are. They're supposed to be authoritative, and he's supposed to say like listen, man, this I'm Superman. I'm gonna do things like the way they're supposed to be, and you're gonna listen to me. And he doesn't do that. He has to like scream at Lex because of a dog. Are we serious? Like I
yeah.
get it.
I
I
mean,
do anything
like,
for my dog as well, but dude, come on.
give
And
them a
then
treat.
even
They'll listen.
and then going into Supergirl, I mean, listen, I haven't seen Supergirl yet, but just judging from the trailers, it just seems like it's following the exact same plot points as Superman, where Crypto is hurt, so they have to like save Crypto again. So
Oh,
there's
it's
nothing
much more
new.
than that. Apparently, yeah.
Oh, you
There's
haven't seen
like
it?
it's the no, I haven't seen it yet. No, it's just yeah, the trailers just put me off so much. It's just like I mean, I've
I
just
don't think
mainly
I
just been
want to see
hearing.
it. I mean, I might watch
Yeah,
it when it comes to
I th-
streaming, but
yeah, same. I mean, I just might just watch it when it comes to streaming because that doesn't that movie doesn't look like it hypes me up. It really doesn't. Like it's just like the thing. It's almost like you know I wish somebody was running the whole live action DC universe much better than whatever that like just like what Marvel used to do. But it's just like
well,
the
James
thing
Gunn is
is
not the right
that
man for the job. He's just
well,
not.
yeah, he's the thing is he's more of a director. He's more of a director than a guy that should be in charge of like making or doing all these projects and
Well,
stuff.
I mean, he's
Like
more of a
for
director, but what he's been directing lately has not been good. Like, have you
yeah.
seen like some of the shit he's been putting out?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I've watched parts of I mean, here I did like Creature for Commandos, but yeah, the other stuff, like yeah, from Peacemaker, it kind of just fell off a little bit.
Dude,
Especially I think you know,
it's just like you have Superman, who is a character that's supposed to be like the light, like he's supposed to be the light and darkness, and he's supposed to be for children to save, and that's fine and
like
dandy.
Gamera.
But then when you have Peacemaker, or you have a scene that's like has a bunch of orgies and sex and just weird stuff going on, it's like, who is this for? This is not
Yeah,
for kids. And this is supposed to be like something you have to watch before watching Supergirl and then the Man of Tomorrow that's coming out. Like,
yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. And this is
yeah,
the person that's running the new DCU. And plus, not
yeah.
only
It's
that,
just
we have Clayface, which it's a Batman villain, but we don't have Batman yet. And we have
yeah.
Lanterns, but he's probably going to end up dying in that. So, and
Mm.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem interesting. Where's Batman? Where's Wonder Woman? Like, where you have to
I mean,
establish a
it's
universe
like
before you
it's
do those projects.
I mean, it's like just like what they should have just took notes from fucking Marvel in the beginning. You got to start off with the heavy hitters. You got to start off with the big main superheroes that everybody fucking knows. Do a Superman movie, then do a sequel to Superman, then do a fucking Batman movie, then do another Batman movie, and then do a Wonder Woman movie. And then if once you've had those characters be established, do a fucking team up movie with them. stop a threat or something that's going to be bigger than them, that they have to come together and face that threat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
and the Marvel in the early Marvel days, like that was lightning in a bottle that I just don't think can be captured again, because
yeah,
they made a movie about, like, Iron Man wasn't the biggest character in the world when it first came out,
no,
and
yeah,
Robert
no,
Downey Jr. made that character like an S tier character that everybody knows because he was such a
oh
good,
yeah,
like,
for
that was a
sure.
perfect. I mean, honestly, that was
Casting
like
choice,
his
yeah,
redemption. That was
probably.
his redemption arc movie.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that put him back on the map. And
yeah, a big as a big start. Yeah, after that whole ordeal that he did earlier with his life. Yeah, we
yeah,
all know if
and
anybody knows about him.
yeah, and then you had your Thor movie, you had Hulk, and then you had your Captain America, and then you had the Avengers. The Avengers is a movie
yeah,
that, like, the type of movie that the Avengers was, like, whole team up thing, that wasn't really supposed to, like on paper you don't think it
work.
would work,
It,
but it
it would
somehow
work, yeah, but
did.
yeah. I mean, it's like I'm sorry to say, but I still think that's my favorite Avengers movie. Still love it. I mean, yeah, the costuming's a little cheesy, especially when you look at Captain America's costume compared to the later ones, but I still love it. It's so much fun, and it just does so well with the team up when it was done in live action. It just seems to me that like DC I've always seen these comparisons. It's like DC is so much better when they do a lot of their animated films or animated series more so than their live action movies. You know?
Yeah.
And Marvel seems to do better with their live action movies compared to their animated movies or animated series. Although there have been some great ones, don't get me wrong. I mean, come on, there was Spectacular Spider-Man, the OG Spider-Man from the '90s, and X-Men, and then fucking Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I mean, that shit was fucking awesome. I mean, but it's just they haven't had as many hits for their animated stuff. I feel like more so than DC has. That has been regarded in that. But it's just in terms of live action, it's just DC has just faltered. They have just faltered and been all over the place. Even when they tried catching up with Marvel with when they tried doing Man of Steel and then Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and all that, and it's just it just didn't work
Yeah,
because they just
and
went too fast. They would
where the DCU is right now, I'm sorry, but it might have to have another reboot. We might have to have a round 3
yeah.
for the DCU because I just don't
I
think
mean,
this new iteration
yeah,
is going to be good. Every movie has flopped so far.
yeah.
It's
It's not a good
struggling.
start for them right now. Yeah, it's
It's
not a good
struggling for
start for
sure
them right
because
now.
first
Yeah,
of all, you need somebody to make a good Superman movie. I mean, James Gunn said that he couldn't crack Superman, which is not a hard character to figure out. He really
yeah.
isn't.
I mean, like literally, you could just go back and watch fucking the Superman series, animated series from the '90s, or even the Justice League animated series from the 2000s, and you can get a better You can get a good idea of who fucking Superman is just from watching that stuff. He's not hard to fucking do, like as a character, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see when Man of Tomorrow comes because, to be honest, that might actually
Yeah,
be the last DCU movie. If that movie completely and utterly flops, which there's a very good chance that it might, because it
yeah.
has Supergirl
That
in it,
last
and
one,
we
yeah,
already know how
yeah,
that went. Superman already flopped, and people are not really excited for this. And I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see when that comes out, and it might just be just a false start for the DCU, and I don't know how Landers is going to go. Making that a TV show seems like a complete blunder because you haven't really established the character all that well, even in the movie. I don't think
Mhm.
anybody wanted to
Yeah,
watch the Justice Gang at all. I think that was just
yeah.
it was just an out of
I
place
mean,
decision. I just don't think it
yeah, I mean,
worked.
it's like I didn't mind some of the Justice Gang characters, but it's just like I feel like it was just shoehorned in. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. It's just James Gunn did way too much with that movie. It's just like he tried cramming too much shit in there when he could have just started small and just focused on just mainly Superman fighting Lex. That's it. That's all he had to fucking do is just him
Or do
fighting
what
Lex
every
with
Superman
that.
ever does, and it's that save Lois Lane. She doesn't even get
Yeah.
saved in that movie. She has to save him. That is so backwards. You can't do that, James Gunn. That's not how you do that.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Anyway, let's move
And
on from the DCU. Let's move on from Marvel. What else is on our
yeah,
plate?
superheroes. Yeah. I mean, we said Dune. We said Dune Part 3 is coming out later this year. Um, I mean, I think the only other movie that I'm really excited for this year that I want to go see is well, actually there's a couple other ones, but they're more like ones that are more on the lower end of one movies that I don't think people I don't know if they'll pay much attention to. Maybe they can, but like I mean maybe we all can go see it, but there's like two of them that I'm a little excited for, which is what is it? I like dinosaurs stuff, so I'm kind of a little excited for what is it that movie? The End of Oak Street. The End of Oak
Oh
Street.
yeah, with
I
Anne
think.
Hathaway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll watch it
But
for
I
that
mean, hey,
reason.
it's but I mean, hey, at least Obi-Wan Kenobi's in it. At least Ewan McGregor's in
Oh
it.
yeah,
So,
Ewan McGregor. He's
but
always a pleasure to
yeah,
watch.
yeah. I mean, I just love anything that's dinosaurs, like movie kind of stuff. So it's just like I think
How did you
that
like
it has a cool little.
did you like Jurassic World Rebirth? Did you like that?
Uh, I th- that movie was kind of bad.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, it wasn't
movie was not
too
good,
bad.
huh?
Yeah, it was kind of bad. Yeah, it's just I wouldn't say it was too bad. I mean, there were some exciting or cool concepts and scenes in the movie, but it's just I don't know. It dragged on, and there was just a lot of stupid shit that the characters did, and things
The
that just didn't
dinosaur
make
not
no.
popping the raft is the stupidest thing I've
Yeah,
ever seen in my entire
yeah.
life.
I'm like that fucking T Rex would have fucking like been able to like snap that fucking raft in half in an instant, like with its teeth. There's ain't no way that fucking raft is too durable for those T Rex jaws right there.
Yeah, that movie
But
was painful to watch, but
you know
I'm
another
also
you know
excited
another
about that.
you know another scene that the scene that fucking pissed me off too in
What?
that movie was the whole fucking okay the kid the father and his young daughter and his son his older son not older son and his other daughter older daughter going there and it's like but the young daughter sees this like little baby triceratops looking like herbivore thing.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
which kind of herbivore it was. I'm thinking it's triceratops, but
I
I
know
don't know.
exactly what you're about to
But
say.
but yeah, like that part was like she decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this. You want to come
This
with me? You know,
cutesy
like
wootsy,
and it's
this
like
cutesy little dinosaur because we had to have cutesy little things in our movie
yeah, like I mean, it's just like, and then
we
she's
can
like, oh,
sell.
can we take? Well, what pissed me off most was just mainly like, can we bring him back? And I'm like, and the father just accepts it. The father just accepts that we should bring the dinosaur back and just be like, I'm like, no, we're not. If I was her dad, I'd be like, no, leave that thing back on this island. We're not fucking taking that thing back to our house and then
Yeah.
fucking grow to gigantic size or whatnot.
I'm
Taking
surprised
care
that
of
you
that
didn't
thing.
say the part where the guy drops the Snickers bar and into the door and it somehow opens up the entire dinosaur big
Oh
door that
yeah,
lets them all out. I'm surprised that
I
wasn't like the part that like got you confused
oh yeah.
because
Oh
I was
yeah, I
sitting
forgot
there
about that
scratching my head
shit.
on that part and
That is, yeah, I forgot about that stupid scene too.
yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was. I think the one cool part about that was just like, oh yeah, the of them genetically modifying these dinosaurs to make them more, to make have bigger attractions for people to want to see more dinosaur related stuff. That would be new, but I don't know. It just wasn't executed well in this, and I get Gareth Edwards. I mean, the movie still made a lot of money, but it's just like it just fell flat. I feel like in terms of just what they were doing, and just it just feels tired at this point. I mean, nothing.
I think people are just
I mean,
tired of and I know you said you're excited about like the end of what did you say Oak Street?
the end of Oak Street. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think people are tired of dinosaur movies or even monster movies for that while because are people like excited about the
Uh,
new Godzilla that's coming out, the minus zero?
I think there are like I would think because I mean like there is I mean I'm excited for it. I'm excited for my Zero coming
I'm
out. Like
excited for it too because
that's
I just genuinely like the first one, but I
oh
don't.
yeah
I know it came like I know the trailer or something or like the release thing came out for it, and I don't really hear too much about it. So
yeah like
I'll be
much
curious when
hype
that
about
comes
it, but
out and on how much hype it's gonna get because that is
yeah I
something
think
I
it's
that's genuinely been on my radar.
It'll come out, I think, 3 days after it's released in Japan, November 6th, I believe. Yeah, November 6th, like on after like a couple of days in Japan, because I think Japan's releasing it the same day as Godzilla Day, because Godzilla Day is usually November 3rd.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah, I
gotcha.
mean, but but yeah, like I think that totally forgot about Minus Zero. Yeah, that's another anticipated one. But I think another one that I'm a little excited for is that South Korean movie Hope. Have you seen the trailer for that? Like,
Oh no, I haven't even heard of it.
oh my gosh, it looks crazy. I mean, I've seen the runtime of it. It's a long movie, but it looks entertaining at least. It's like an action science fiction monster movie. I mean, it's basically almost like apparently Michael Fassbender's did this as like an, as something, I don't know, but as someone, I don't know. But it's like it almost was reminding me of a little bit of like The Quiet Place meets The Thing.
Yeah,
Like, just from
I might have to check it out.
what these people are like facing in this movie, that's what it's definitely reminding me of, you know. But obviously, it takes place in a small town setting, everything, and it's just like that's the perfect kind of monster movies right there. Like, just where you'd have no form of communication, and it's just like you got to fight this thing out in like a small town and everything. It's just like, oh, that's the kind of monster movies I like.
Yeah, and I'm glad you actually said that because it seems like Eastern movies are actually getting a lot better, and it seems like Western movies have gotten a lot worse. So,
Oh yeah, I mean, like
I
Eastern movies, as well as obviously anime is becoming, I think, a little bit more popular over here. Especially with stuff that has come out from like obviously Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, and I think even a couple others. But like even the stuff from like that isn't like action oriented, like stuff like Your Name and what is it, Weathering with You, like that kind of stuff is like starting to get more popular here too in the US and all that. So,
even
or
Ghibli
in the
movies are very popular over here.
oh yeah, like I mean, even Hayao Miyazaki's last one, which it's one of my least favorite, it still turned a profit. It still turned a profit. I mean, like it was still a big movie for that matter. I mean, so oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I forgot the other movie I'm excited for about this year is oh boy, who am I thinking of? I'm a little excited for Ray Gun.
Oh yeah,
It's
Ray
a
Gun.
Yeah, it's Brad Bird's next animated movie that he's doing. So I'm a little excited for that. It's a long-awaited project that he's wanted to make since like the 90s, I believe, like since because he originally wanted to do it in hand-drawn 2D animation, but like, obviously with how today's, Hollywood is nowadays and just the way, things are, they have to do it in CGI animation and all that. So, but at least the style is cool. Like it's, because it's like supposed to take place in this alternate reality where it's like, and then it has people still dressed in like 1940s attire and like, but it's set in the backdrop of a future with where aliens live among us and stuff, among humans and
Yeah.
everything. So I'm kind of excited about that. I mean, it's kind of giving me obviously that Blade Runner vibes to it. So
Yeah. Well, I we've been kind of going at it for about an hour, but I do want to end it off with maybe a question for our audience or maybe even you. Uh, what do you guys want us to like do on this podcast besides just like discussing film and media and stuff like that? Do you want us to like review movies that come out and then we talk about it? Do you want us to like react to stuff that's, like hey, like here's this trailer, let's check it out, or maybe even watch a full movie together and you get our reactions and our opinions on it. I'm very curious what everybody wants us to do on this podcast, because I don't want to just seem like we're just like talking to a wall and we just kind of spout out the same opinions that everyone else says. Because on this podcast, like me
yeah,
and
the
Pi real here,
I real yeah.
we're gonna give our own opinions and like like these are like true opinions. We're not like this is not like a script. Like I'm gonna give my opinions. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna agree on, and but
There's
there's gonna
some
be
things
things
that we
that I
might not agree on, but but at the end of the day, we're just gonna like try to like see what what we think might be good, might be bad, but
Yeah, and
or we
I've
might
always
come to
hated
agreement on
seeing.
both.
I've always hated seeing panels where everyone just agrees on the same thing. To me, that just is
Yeah.
so boring to like
Yeah,
listen
because I
to.
mean, I like seeing like hearing people's different opinions about things, because and if somebody say they like some movie, if somebody likes a movie that I don't like, that's fine. I mean, like I can understand from where they're coming from a movie that I can understand from their point of view, like why they don't like it and stuff. So,
Yeah,
like
I
for,
definitely want to hear different opinions about things because
yeah. So, yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of things where I agree with most of what people say about things, but I mean, there's been definitely movies that have come out even this year that's come out like Discourse Day or Disclosure Day. Sorry, Disclosure Day. I actually
Yeah.
like that movie, and it seems like most people have either forgotten about it or just don't like it in general. And I'm not sure why,
Yeah.
because I actually
I
enjoyed it a lot. I think it's one of like not one of Spielberg's best, but as of late in the last 20 years, it's definitely one of his best.
Yeah, I mean, like there, I don't know about it, but I'll definitely check that one out for sure. Like Disclosure Day, because I mean, I like those. I mean, I like anything sci-fi, oriented or alien oriented. So, I'll check that out eventually. But yeah, it just seems like it's just been forgotten about, and it's just like I think it's just because I just, Spielberg just doesn't have it in him. I don't think much nowadays. I just feel like he's just kind of gone in the way of just his career has just kind of drifted off. It's just like he hasn't made a really big hit movie or critically acclaimed movie that was both a box office success and critical success since I would feel since fucking Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like his last really big movie that I think everybody remembers being relevant and just it was big at the box office and just was all around just acclaimed like throughout from both critics and audiences. So
Yeah, Spielberg's definitely lost a little bit of his touch, but to me, I did like Disclosure Day. I do recommend people check it out for themselves,
yeah,
and
yeah, for
and
sure,
give
yeah.
their opinions on it. But yep, we're gonna wind it down here. I just wanted to end it off on that and see what people want from that. And any last
Yeah,
thoughts before we end it off here, Pi?
nothing much, but yeah, I mean, everyone just let us know in the comments or, to want to know like if we what type of other things we should do, like, if we want us to review movies on this podcast or even react to films that you might suggest to us or even want to watch or we can even watch too to see what you guys think of our opinions about certain movies that I have seen, maybe Code Man has not seen, or we both have seen. But just give us your thoughts, sure.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this very first episode of Adventures Across the Film Dimension. Let us know what you thought, and we will see you guys in the next one. See you later, everyone.
Yep, good one.